Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to simplify radicals. So square roots are super easy if they're like the square root of 16, right? Because the square root of 16 is 4. However, when you've got something that is something like 108, which doesn't have a perfect square, it's a little bit harder. So in order to do this, you need to break it down into a product of a perfect square. So what perfect square goes into 108? So it might be helpful to list some perfect squares here. So 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49. So those are just a few perfect squares, right? So I like to find the biggest perfect square that goes into the number. So 49 does not go in evenly to 108. 36 goes into 108 3 times, right? If I multiply 36 times 3, I get 108. So that is the perfect square I'm going to use. So I'm going to split 108 into 36 times 3, okay? Same thing with x squared. So this is a variable, but it still has a perfect square in it, right? The perfect square in x squared is, or x cubed is x squared. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to make it x squared, and then to get x cubed I need to multiply it by x. So we're breaking both parts down into perfect squares. That's what I've done so far. Okay, so now I'm going to find the actual square root of my perfect square. So the square root of 36 is 6. And then I've got left the square root of 3 times the square root of x squared is x. And then I cannot take the square root of x. So now all I have to do is I have to take my outsides, which are my orange ones, and multiply them together. So that would be 6x. And my insides and multiply them together. So 3 times x is 3x. And there you go. You just simplified that. So find your perfect squares, evaluate those, then pull them out and combine. Hopefully that kind of cleared up how to simplify radicals.